value in that for our team, because anybody that we bring and invite into this opportunity, we have to be able to not just invite them and get them to join us, we have to be able to teach them duplication. And I don't know about y'all, but there's some Spanish speakers in this room. I can kind of understand some Spanish, but if I was expected to be able to speak what it was that I understand, I would fail miserably. And so I think sometimes that's what happens with our business, is that we get it. We know how awesome Plexus is and our products are and our comp plan. But when it goes to actually sharing and even teaching and taking that a step further to get somebody else competent in it, that we can kind of fall apart. And so, who's excited about Ranked Ruby Retreat? Yes. Everybody in this room have you joined the page? I think most. Tina, have you joined the page yet? No?
I missed everything.
Okay, okay.
3 days. I wasn't on the computer or anything.
Okay.
That's why I just
saw this. Okay, so we'll talk about that. If you're not on the Ranked Ruby Retreat page, we want to challenge you. If you have the desire, we want you on there. You have, from today, you have 5 months to make it happen. And I can tell you that I did that with my first 5 months of Plexus. And all of you have the advantage because you've already been in this business. You're not a brand spanking new ambassador. So you have something to work with, whether it's just experience, whether it's knowledge, or whether it's team. So we want to see everybody that wants it to get on that page and really get engaged. And just like everything else, you're going to get out of it what you put into it. If you're not reading, if you're not doing the little challenges right now, our goal with all of the challenges is to make them functional, part of your IPA, really not a whole lot outside your IPA, so that they're very doable, and it's not so overwhelming that you're like, well, I'm gonna check that off the list because that doesn't make sense for me in my life, in the busyness of it. So, Phil, am I forgetting anything on that?
Sorry.
On the Ranked Ruby, anything else you want to say about that? Okay. We know and we expect that we will have the largest representation. I'm just putting that out there. We have, I could get really cocky and say but we have so many people with potential on our team that we're really poised for that. And that's just kind of fun. And we are talking along the way that, not only if you earn the Ranked Ruby and you earn a spot at Ranked Ruby, if you have people under you Ranked Ruby, we are going to have something for that, because that's exciting and that's something that we should reward, right? So there's a lot of surprises that'll be coming with that. So make sure you're taking advantage. Several of you, yes.
If you sign on and you win ambassador from now until then, do they have an opportunity to
yes. Anyone can earn it if they meet the qualifications, which is just ranking Ruby. And I will tell y'all, if you kind of search out on Facebook and look at what's going on outside of our team and other teams, there are people that are having people fast start gold, fast start senior gold. I just saw a girl that double ranked to Ruby and senior Ruby in 1 month. It's totally doable and achievable. I think sometimes we set our expectations lower because we haven't seen that happen with our team. And I want us all to kind of challenge that glass ceiling, because that's all that it is. And
let me add to that.
Yeah.
So what did we see yesterday from one of our team members? There was a team member that wanted to get to Leaders Retreat. No, I'm coming, don't worry.
Okay.
Wanted to get to Leaders Retreat and had 1 day left to do it, and they needed 9. So they set their mind, and it's Taryn. I don't mind sharing. I'm a poet. But she was determined, I am not going to miss this. I've written it down everywhere.
Serious FOMO.
She was not going to miss it. But that's my point, right? Is if you really want it bad enough, you will put in that kind of effort. And I know yesterday she was exhausted and it was scary. It was scary.
And
it was hard.
She was sick at her stomach all day.
But today, I'm thinking she's pretty pleased with herself, right? So that's the thing. And one of the things I want to touch on when you tell me it's appropriate is the circle of life that I'm really big on right now that I think our team needs to embrace. And we'll do that a little bit. So anyway, it's possible. Not only we're seeing it in our team, but we're seeing it everywhere.
Right. So really the mindset is huge. And in my little live video I did to the leaders this morning was all about, it's going to be hard. This is hard. It's simple, but it's hard. But you have to choose your heart. And if you choose not to do it, then you're choosing hard somewhere else in your life. Because it doesn't mean by escaping it here that you're going to not going to have something hard to do somewhere else. And what we have seen and what we know is that if we push through the hard things, it's totally worth it on the other side. So thank y'all for being here, because this could have been hard for some of y'all just even getting here today. The other thing that's super exciting is that just before we had people start coming through the door, and Erica has already announced on her team, is that corporate is offering us a special September incentive. And it's really not a contest, it's just an incentive, which means if you do the work, you earn it. There's no chance involved. And what better time on September 1st to make your list, to set some goals. What they're doing is with 3 new customers and 3 new personally sponsored ambassadors with welcome packs, you earn $100. So basically, it's a little bit more work than silver, but if we think about it, we have all been planting a lot of seeds and a lot, talking to people, and it wasn't their time. I know Lori's got 2 people ready to go and sign up on Friday, right? For by this weekend. So how exciting is that she's been working on that, and she's going to meet that, almost have that goal met at the very first weekend in, to then go focus. The other great thing is it goes so well along with our Rank to Ruby, because really what we're going to teach you is the power of 3 and the importance of, you just have to get after it every single month. If you're not used to adding 1 every month, you need to get to where you're adding 1 new person a month. If you're adding 1, let's get to 3. If you can do more than 3, that is awesome and unbelievable. But if you work with those 3 people and help them to get to silver, and guys, again, we have so many tools at our hands, at our fingertips. The Amy Paul video that we've been talking about for the last 2 weeks. Get that ingrained in your brain. Watch it and watch it over and over again. Take notes, watch it again, go practice it, fail, and then go back and watch it again and say, nope, okay, I learned from this. I love Jeanette shared with us her opportunity yesterday in the grocery store. She had 3 opportunities, and she's like, I totally missed one. I kind of sat there with another one, kind of like, and the third one I was going to make happen no matter what, and she did. And it's not necessarily about the results that had come from that, but from getting into the practice. And I'm going to have Erica talk about that in just a minute, of how over time it really does become such a secret weapon in your business. Y'all want to know what the secrets are to a successful Plexus business? It's not really a secret, but becoming confident in the practice of doing what we know to do and that works is really the secret. So 3 ambassadors, 3 new customers, $100. Who's doing that? I'm totally doing that. Because it's not even about the $100, right? Just think where your team will be. And if you're signing up people on tomorrow, guess what? Guess what? You have an opportunity to double your bonus this month, because if they add 3 people themselves, they would turn silver for the first time and get 100, as well as make the 300 as the 100 from the company. So what a great incentive then for new people, or people that have kind of been just sitting there hanging on.
So it's 3 customers and 3 ambassadors.
Yes, and I put the corporate email, I just pulled it up on our team page a second ago, so it's there. You should have it in an email shortly.
Yeah.
It already came out. And then
I'm meeting with somebody on Monday, but I've met with a different person 3 times, and these dogs signed up, so it's hard to get me.
okay, so thinking about that, then I would enlist your sponsor or someone else when you meet with that person, to either have a third party there to validate it.
Well, I did.
Okay, awesome. In the previous circumstances?
The new one I haven't talked about.
Okay. And even if you can't get your person there with you, if you're meeting with somebody and it's across town and it doesn't work, we talked about this months ago and we haven't really put it into practice, because what I find we all do, and I do it myself, is that when it's uncomfortable or uncharted territory, we're just not really willing to change a whole lot. So taking advantage of, hey, can you hold on just a second while you're in the middle of the conversation? Call me, having had a conversation with Paige, and I might call you around 11:30 on Monday morning, because I'm meeting with this potential, and I just would love for you to say a few things about what your financial journey has been with Plexus. put me on speaker, and then you can say, hey, Sandra, this is my friend Jen. I just wanted her to tell you in 2 minutes her story. That's amazing. You don't ask for permission. If you're in a restaurant, guys, think about this. If you've ever been at coffee or a restaurant and somebody that you know walks up to the table and you're meeting with somebody else, does that other person feel like, are they upset? Are they going to get upset and say, oh my gosh, I can't believe you did that? No. So it's no different. We just have to practice with boldness and be a little strategic to say, okay, if I get stuck in the situation and she gives me some sort of buzz like, well, I just don't know financially if it would be worth it or not. You can say, hold on, put your phone down on the table, call me, put me on speaker, call Erica, call Katie, whatever you need to do. And then our job is to be excited, shares, really succinctly what's so awesome about Plexus. And you're like, thanks, Jen, so much for sharing. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it was great. Great to meet you, Sandra. Hang up. And you're like, see, I'm telling you.
Well, and so I presented her with Edge because she was drinking an energy drink at the gym.
Okay.
And so I gave her my brochure and she was more interested in the business opportunity.
Perfect. So knowing your angle is so important to know
Third-party
that.
validation, I think that's kind of underrated. I do it too. If I hear about a great product from one person, I might think, wow, that's cool. But if I hear about it from somebody else too, then I'm like, okay, it's a sign. Or, just
Right, or you feel like Instapot is everywhere.
yes, I know.
Right?
Yeah.
Like it's just like a subconscious, and then you're like, I don't have an Instapot. Do I need to have an Instapot? I mean, it's so ridiculous.
And now
See, now you're gonna all you hear things about the silly.
What is it?
It's like a pressure cooker / crock pot deal. I don't even know.
You do?
I'm not a
What is
cooker.
it?
Celeste has one. Yes, there you go. But lots of people it's so funny because Alicia, y'all know I spend a lot of time with Alicia, and she's like, "Yeah, I bought one. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but it's good." Because someone else talked about it, and there's like this whole little trail of Instapots being bought on Amazon because one person said it.
So
My
it was good,
girlfriend
yeah.
got rid of her microwave and everything. That's the only thing she cooks in.
See?
dinner every
And there's
night.
some more validation. If you hate the microwave, you're like,
Instant foods,
Well, you
she
should put your
loves
frozen,
it.
your roasting your 30 minutes or something when you
Yeah.
come home and you have a plain dinners.
so point being made, how important and how many times are you sitting in a situation with someone where you're the only advocate, for lack of a better word, of Plexus. And so take advantage of that. And if you don't get me or you don't get Katie, you could pull up a post that you've seen on Facebook that morning and said, look at this story, read this story right now. I want you to see this because this is so
I
powerful.
invited her to that meeting tonight, but I haven't gotten a response yet.
Okay.
I don't know her.
Sure. Yeah. And people are not, people are going to give you the least amount of their energy and effort until they fully believe. So give people grace to know that just because they won't show up at a meeting because you've invited them, that's a lot for somebody to change their plans, make the commitment, and be gone for most people. A lot of times I think we mentally get in our head, well, so-and-so didn't respond to me about going to this meeting. Or
But that's why the Monday night call is so great too. 'Cause it's so convenient.
Yes.
If we could
Or
just
send them the
get
recording.
more people there.
Or
Yeah.
send the recording.
It's hard to know.
Someone that's not on our team messaged me this morning and said, I know you guys made a commitment to your team to do this through Leaders Retreat contest. She said, now that's over, so are you going to continue to do the calls? And she's like, pretty please, keep doing them. I've added 3 ambassadors with those calls.
From a
Wow.
different team.
She's not on our team.
Wow.
That makes me feel so happy.
He's smiling.
Hey, we're all about whoever we can share the pink with, we can get the pink right. But anyway, it does work, so we all need to work on our invitations and the power of all that. Okay, so we all know that if we're getting back to basics, what are the 2 things that we need to be doing? Talking to people,
Sharing the product, sharing the business.
sharing the product, and sharing the business.
Following up.
And then the 2.A is the follow up, right? And follow up again, and follow up again, and follow up again. So somebody tell me something that you've done this week that has been in one of those 2 categories.
I talked to the guy at the grocery store who walked me to my car and I was talking about his back pain
Awesome.
and gave him samples of the use cream for him and his wife. And he was
Perfect.
also talking about his inflammation and he read the back of my car window and said, oh, well, we've been thinking about detox too. Right? And he's new. Like, I know everybody at the grocery store. 'Cause
Sure.
They're like, okay, so well, I'm putting her on the
She does. She's always at the grocery store.
So I, now today, he waved to me, but he didn't help me because he was one of the guys that carried out to the car. And I'm like, I'm gonna be in there another day when I have a full cart of groceries.
And you
We'll
need
be
more
there,
time.
and I will get to get his attention.
So here's some next level
I go
stuff.
every day.
Come on in.
Yeah, because I'm crawling on my skin. I apologize. Here's some next level stuff.
Okay.
It's
I'm
like,
just gonna, I'm just gonna straddle this right
What?
I was just saying, I was gonna straddle and share the chair with you.
Okay. Oh,
Good Lord, woman.
I did. I
got
was
y'all
like,
flustered. I was just gonna share with you. I don't know what you think I was gonna do. There's children in the room.
Right.
Okay.
That never stopped you, by
I don't know what you're talking about. Here's next level stuff, because that's great. Next level is having, and this is kind of what I want to talk about, having that boldness to go, okay, you've got back pain. I know this works. You have 150 extra bucks. I mean, you have 150 extra bucks, right?
Yeah, put it up front.
You have 150 extra bucks, right?
Yeah.
I got my phone. Let me just get this for you right now. Because if you give them time to think about it, they'll think about it. But if you put it out there and you close with boldness, because do you have any doubt that it'll work?
Not at all.
You have no doubt. Why wait?
and that's the premise. That is the premise of the Paul's business.
That's
We're
it.
now
There's
done.
no waiting, because what happens is, guess what? Here's what it's like. I'll give you a perfect example. He's got back pain. His problem is this big when you talk to him. Then you leave, and a little bit later, his back doesn't hurt as much, and it's like, oh, I'll see him in the next week, and his problem's this big. And he waits at you. And then, like, I'm going to go when I see him, I'm going to have a big grocery list. I'm not picking him. I'm just using him. I'm going to see him. And now I remember that back pain. I think we talked about something. It was, no, it's not so bad anymore. And now his pain that was like a big pain a week or two ago is now nothing. And by the way, that's what he thinks about your conversation. But in that moment, when he is passionate, you're passionate, that's when it's time to strike. So write this down, because I really want you all to remember this. Passion leads to boldness. Boldness leads to action. Action leads to results. Passion leads to boldness.
I should have brought up.
It's all right. Passion leads to boldness. Boldness leads to action. Action leads to results. Results fuel passion. And then the circle begins again. So passion leads to boldness. Boldness leads to action. Action leads to results. Results fuel passion. Think about that. Think about that, right? So I'm passionate, and I'm going to be bold. I'm going to step out. I'm going to share. That's the action part. And now you share, Katie, and you have the action, and it gets results. He signs up on the spot. What's that going to do? It's going to fuel your passion to keep sharing.
Teach him to do it that way too.
Exactly. That's the
And
formula.
it'll show him how easy it was.
How easy this is. We're overcomplicating with, like, well, I need to post here. I need to have this sort of catalog. I need to have this, that, and the other. You don't need anything but your own passion and your own boldness. And then you have to have action. I was going to do this today. I'm going to do it, actually. I'm going to do it live. And y'all will see this in action. But that's the formula, right? So I was thinking about this. I was driving home, and I had one of my hairy ideas, and I was going to do it. Just like, you need to get home. You can't do that right now. Do y'all go to the mall? Okay. You know that little center aisle with the little people selling gadgets and gadgets?
Oh my gosh.
But are they bold?
Yes.
Will they walk up to you and spray perfume on you before you even say anything?
They do.
Will they go, Sherry, come here, come here, check this out. They're bold, right?
I mean, and if you walk by them more than once, I mean,
Yeah,
I look at one guy, like 3 times.
yeah.
No.
No, but guess what? Do you think that their boldness, do you think that they go home at night and go, 500 people said no to me. I feel so rejected and so worthless and so ashamed. No, They
get up
don't.
the next day.
they get up the next day and do it all over again. Now, I would argue that they're not passionate about the little helicopter that goes up 12 feet and lands in their hand, right? Or that makeup cream that has crystals in it, or whatever it is, right? They're not passionate about that. It's a paycheck.
No, because
That-
it breaks the first time it lands, because we bought one of those.
Exactly. But they know that I have to go out and be bold every time, because there's going to be that 1, 2, 3, 4 dozen clients a day that are going to buy from me just because I am bold. So their paycheck fuels their boldness, which fuels their action, which fuels their results, right? There's a difference. Your paycheck shouldn't be fueling your boldness, right? It's your passion. And that's what, if you are passionate and you just literally go, I'm not trying to figure out exactly what products you need right this moment in time. I just know you need them all. Let's just,
I
you
know
gotta,
you're a backer at the grocery store. You check out, you can do more than this. Like,
Yeah.
and you have to be careful the way you say it.
Well, he actually did tell me his story. He was retired and
Great.
he was bored, and his wife kind of kicked him out of the house. She's a real estate agent, so the wheels are spinning. I'm like, real estate agent. She's great with
Sure.
people. He's
Sure.
like, I know, I like her. He's so friendly.
Well,
He's
but
so
so-
friendly. They talk
so-
like, oh, these people would be awesome.
so here's the
She
thing
has
I'll
pain
say.
Too, and they talked about my foot pain and how it's helped me. So that's kind of what started.
The last thing you had to do was go, you know what, got 150 extra bucks. I got my phone right here.
He's retired.
It doesn't matter.
He's like
Right.
It doesn't
55.
matter.
He's like,
All we want to do is
and he
we
has
want to,
chronic back pain. It's not chronic.
chronic, right?
What's yours is he's broken his back several times.
Okay.
Which store?
I want y'all to remember this too, because we're having fun, which is great. We're having fun. But I want you to remember this. If you're ever unsure of what to do, I've said this before, let's see if he knows the answer. If you're ever unsure of where you are in the situation, what to do, what should you do? If you're unsure, you're sharing plexus. It's not called Phil. What should you do?
Just sign them up.
Starts with a C.
Close.
Close. If you're ever unsure in a situation, are they interested? Are they, we're just close. Just, hey, you got 50 extra bucks? He's fine. Don't worry about it. Great. Let's just get you signed up right now. Close, because they'll let you know where they stand. Well, I need to think about it. Well, I need to talk to my wife. Well, and then we know the formula for overcoming those
Well, I'm
things.
free in 3 hours, not now. Okay, great, I'll
You're
be back.
Awesome. I totally understand that.
I will
I
call
hear
you
you.
on the 5th and we'll walk through it then. Y'all, you cannot leave a conversation without a future date commitment made. I'll be in touch in 2 days. I'll see you on the 3rd. I will be calling you or meeting you at the football game, wherever it
Well,
is.
that's your schedule tomorrow, so I'm going to the tomorrow and I'm going
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Think about every excuse you get from someone like it was your child giving you an excuse. Did you brush your teeth? I'm about to. Okay. Listen, there's legitimate reasons why you can't sign up. But you can say, I can understand you're not getting paid till Friday. That's legitimate. I totally get it. I'll just let you know that I or my upline literally dug through the penny jar. People I know dug through penny jars to find enough because to sign up today because they knew they couldn't wait another day living the life they were living. So when it's that important to you, just know I'll be here ready for you. Whoa, okay. I mean, that's bold, right? You might think it even sounds a little pushy, but I'd rather be a little, it's just confidence. It's just confidence because do any of you sit here and regret the decision you made to be a part of Plexus? It's okay. It's a safe place. I'll turn it off. I don't think any of you are here because you regret it. So why would you let someone else put that on you? Like, oh, I'm just unsure. Because really what they're saying is they don't really trust you. It's not about them. I hate to hit you between the eyes. They really just don't trust you. And like, is that, I don't know. So if you are passionate and you are bold, let me give you one more example. Because I don't want to go on a tangent, but I'm just super fired up. Sherry, have you ever had a party when you're in college, when you're up at K-State? I'm sure you guys never had parties, right? Never. Have you ever invited people to a party that you know is going to be pretty off the hook, off the chain, as the young kids would say?
Yeah.
Have you ever invited people?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Did it go something like this? Hey, there's this cool party. It's okay if you can't make it, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun. No. Or is it like, oh my gosh, this is going to be the rager of all time.
No, this is what they said. They said
It's lit. It's on fleek.
They're lit.
Hey,
They're lit.
they're passionate. Are you passionate? Come here. Show me your truck. They're bold. That's right.
Yeah.
But that's my point, right? You've got to be like, you think about it, I'm inviting you to the most amazing party of all time. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be
And
cool.
to take that a step further, and
Yeah.
Alicia and I were talking about this morning.
Yeah.
Your Facebook post for that big party is slapping your paper up with 100 other papers at the dorm room to say, we're gonna have this awesome party, and you're waiting, and you're counting on that to get people to come to your party.
Yeah, no.
If you are waiting for the sign down the hall that only somebody may or may not see,
Yeah.
who looks at it and is like, oh, I know so-and-so on there, but I don't even know, not gonna go unless you're personally inviting. If you're calling up and going, Katie, oh my gosh, we are going, I'm picking you up, we're gonna head out. Katie feels important, Katie feels special, Katie's like, sure, I'll go and check. But if I'm like, oh, did you see that paper down the hall? Go look at that paper down the hall, maybe I'll see you there.
So
That's
I'll,
what we're doing with our Facebook posts.
Totally.
And
So-
we're like, I posting every day, like 6 times a day, and
Yeah.
now it's coming.
That's a small.
you're advertising. Advertising is great, right? Everyone sees billboards.
It's
That's advertising.
branding and
That's
recognition
good.
only.
Okay, so I'll finish with this. So my thought was I was going to go to the mall this morning before she pulled me back, and I was just going to watch some of those people in the middle who were like, hey, come here, come check it out, just like see which ones were really bold, and I was going to walk up to them and just say, I just watched you for a few minutes. You were super bold, and I just want to say that's really impressive from a sales standpoint. And I want to ask you a few questions, like literally. Why are you so bold? Do you fear rejection at all? Do you struggle with that? And literally interview somebody. I'm not going to try and sell them Plexus. I'm just saying this is what I do, and this is what we're passionate about. But I just want to say, great job. You're doing a great job. That was my idea. Not too fleshed out, but the whole point is, those people, if they're selling a helicopter that goes 12 feet and they're passionate about it, and we know we have products that will change lives, we should be that bold in that moment. So passion leads to boldness, boldness leads to action, action leads to results, results fuel passion. Circle life.
And then be ready, like for the guy to go, okay, because I think that we don't all expect it, that you're gonna be like, oh, wait a second, okay, yeah, let's go sign you up.
And whenever you're stuck or unsure, just close. Great job.
Okay, questions, comments. Phil like gets up and then he doesn't leave
I'll
you
take
guys any
questions.
room to, or a situation.
Well, I got another one that I shared with, we've been out looking at doggies on the
Yes.
weekends, and came across a lady who's she's one of the rescue ladies. She's like, oh, I've been thinking about that. I'm like, it's great, you need to do it. I gave her my car. She's like, I'm gonna right then, right?
Yes.
But she's like, yeah, and I think my mom might. So she called me, and she's like, okay, well, my mom and I are looking at the website, and she wants this, and I want that. And I'm like, okay, well, she needs Limit Accelerator. And with that, you can go on and you can go as an investor and get all that, or you can be a customer. I was trying to tell them about the 60-day. But anyway.
Okay, so you're doing
I'm
the
not
verbal,
talking.
you're doing what I call the verbal vomit.
Okay. I kept it short.
So like if so keeping it short is awesome. Great, let me just get to my website, I'll walk you through it.
Okay.
I think,
That's
yeah,
it.
I don't think we have to over-explain. Once
No.
they're
Maybe
in,
she still hasn't.
once they're in, because you have all the time in the world. And I know we get frustrated because we sign people up and then we want to follow up and we want to help them get silver and they go AWOL on us. But you already have them in, and the likelihood that you can get them back at some point is a lot higher than trying to chase the potential month after month or opportunity after opportunity. And when what happens is, Katie, you've had 5 million conversations with this family. You've gotten them totally ready, and the next time the neighbor walks in, then she's like, "Oh my God, I just signed up for Texas! I'm so excited!" She's like, "I know, I've been thinking about it." She's like, "You're joining my team. You're joining my team right now," and you lose her.
Yeah.
And you
that's
lose them
happened
all.
to me.
I think that's.
And
what's
it's happened to a lot of us, is that we are ambassadors of information and hope. And we want to put a certain amount out there, but when people give us the signs that they're ready, shut down and close. Shut down and make it happen. Just, okay, let's sign up. Do you have, I can pull up my website right now. Do you mind? Do you have 5 minutes, 10 minutes right now? We'll just get you signed up right here. And then, like Phil said, if there's a true obstacle or an objection that comes up, like, oh my gosh, I have to wait till Tuesday, or I have to wait till I talk to my husband. Then you're no worse for the wear. But if we're setting up the expectation, like, okay, so I want you to take this, 'cause I've done that. I want you to think about it. The paper, like Phil said, what a good example. The problem that was right in front of their face then becomes this. And just like your computer, you can keep moving and swiping it away because it's not big enough to be something at the forefront. Right. It gets buried under the bigger issue that's for today. You know, just like, I mean, even just thinking about your own family situation this week, there were probably things that were more paramount and important to you to deal with last week than it is this time this week. And that's just life for all of us. So we do really have to be able to seize the opportunity.
I screwed up on one this week.
Did ya?
Yeah. She contacted me very new to Prosper, so she's from an area where she doesn't even know Plexus. She never even heard of it before. And so I welcomed her, whatever, and friended her just to broaden my network. And my next post, not because I was trying to, but it was about Noah's skin, how good his skin looks.
Yeah.
And she just said, I would like to hear more about this. Message me or contact me and give me her phone number. So I texted her and then she said, hey, can you talk for a minute? So we talked. Totally had her sold, sealed the deal. She said, can I just give you my credit card number to do it? And I said, oh no, actually we're not supposed to do that. You know, just go on the
Oh my gosh.
because I wanted her to,
You wanted her to sign that.
Yeah.
You could have done it for her.
she was sold. Girl was sold. So yesterday, chatting back and forth, totally screwed the pooch on that one. Next time I'm gonna be like, sure, send me a picture of your credit card, even though I know it's not the same thing.
Right.
Whatever.
You'll get it all in and you'll take care of it. Yeah.
Next time I'll do, but anyway, she messaged me yesterday and was like, you know what, I just found out about you guys. And I said, okay, and I just told her, you know, I've never heard of someone having a probiotic, but I should know about this, so I'm gonna look into it right now, you know. And if you realize that you're not getting the results, then, you know, it's always great to have options, and I still wanna get together with you, let's have lunch next week, you know, I've never met her before.
Right. And
So
you'll
anyway.
keep that relationship. But it is, and it's always
I screwed
2020.
up hard on that one. I could have made myself a kicking machine. Yes, I did. I told you about that. I spent a half an hour on the phone with this lady telling her about probiotics. How does she represent a probiotic? Because she's an ambassador or whatever
Right.
from Melaleuca and not know
Not know that they have it.
So she's already
Wow.
involved in the
Yes.
So it was just
So
easier.
I told her too. I said, you know, I would always try my product first. Absolutely, I think that's the right thing to do. However, when it doesn't work, yeah, call me up.
Well, and in a situation,
Situation was similar to that. We went for walks every day, and they recently moved. But before she moved, we were going on walks, and I'm talking to her, and she's asking me about probiotics, and she went to the drugstore and bought one. And she told me after, it's like, oh,
So your lesson, your takeaway, you have your phone on you, right?
yeah.
You need to either
Right
put
then.
your favorites.
do it now.
Your website, and it needs to be like, you thinking about doing a probio? Oh, cool. Let's just do it right now. Close. Just close.
Do that.
Just
Yeah.
literally, because guess what? Again, it's that whole piece of paper. Like, it was so important to her on that walk. And then as soon as they left, it became like insignificant. Who was that? Oh, I can't remember the girl I talked to. Now I'm just gonna go to the store.
So, and then that's the other part I would say is that you can offer that as a value-added service of yourself if you want to keep the things that you find that you talk about the most often. If you talk about X Factor all the time, if you talk about ProBio, have just 1 or 2 extra bottles, not 6, not a whole closet. Well, but here's what you do. You say, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna sign you up and we're gonna order your product right now. I'm gonna, as a favor to you, I'm gonna bring you a bottle so you have this bottle today or tomorrow.
I'm stupid.
Well, no, you're not stupid. You're just right. It's just sometimes it's fleeting, and then you go back and you say, and then when we get together next week, your bottle will have arrived, and you can just bring me that, and we can swap it out.
And then that's an opportunity to talk about more products and everything else.
Last year, like I was doing an order for a family member and they wanted me to do it, so I did the credit card.
Right.
And then, corporate told me, you shouldn't be doing that, and I'm like, their family.
Doing
they're
a
on the computer, on my computer. And
just
somehow-
entering them. Oh, well, you have to be careful that the cookies
Yes.
are cleared and it doesn't go through your
Exactly.
wholesale.
So this year, a lady that I met at the hospital wanted to join, and she's like, well, I don't know. I said, I can do it for you.
Right.
I was very bold, and I was like, dear Lord, help me. I hope corporate doesn't call me.
No, I think there's nothing wrong with signing people up on your computer as long as you're in their account. You're not ordering off of your wholesale account.
All right, so let's take it back up to, if we can. I'm not even in sync on the agenda, but does everyone says at the beginning that they want to be Ruby, right? Okay. Show of hands, who knows how they can get there? Who has a really competent plan as to how to get there?
Or to senior review.
Okay, good. That's what I thought. Okay, that's what I thought.
I was like,
Okay, good. No, good. All right. So do you guys want to talk about a plan? Would that help?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So,
I even made a calendar.
okay. So we have 5 months. All right. First off, in your head, you need to know how many points you finished with at the end of this month. Oh, do you? Did you need that? Was it
Those were my
important?
notes.
There you go. There you go. Okay, let me get back to my seat.
No. That's it.
So, you need to know where you finished with points. Okay, so let's start there. Just show of hands. Does everyone know where they finished the month in points?
Yes.
Okay, all right. If you don't know where you finished the month in points, that's step 1. You need to know. All right, knowledge is power. So you need to know. You need to go in your back office, take a look at last month, see where you're at. Okay. Simple math is this. If you want to get to Ruby, you can recruit 100 ambassadors. You can guarantee to be there if you do that yourself. That's 100 level 1s. I'll share with you this information. The average diamond has recruited 75 level 1 ambassadors. So it's not a bad idea, right? You got to teach some duplication, all that. But just to get to 500 points to be Ruby, you can do it yourself. You don't have to depend on anybody. You can truly do it yourself. Get 100 level 1 ambassadors. I want you to know there are people who are doing that. There's people on this team who've done that, who've done recruit 100 ambassadors. So it can be done. Okay. Now, let's say that sounds daunting. What's a number between 0 and 100 that doesn't sound daunting for you? And it might be individual. Don't have to say it out loud.
You have to move on from this.
Yeah. So I want you to write down that number between 0 and 100 that you feel like.
In 5 months or?
No, hold on. Yeah, that's a good question. So 0 to 100 in the next 60 days that you could personally recruit. And again, these are not people that you know yet. It's going to be complete strangers. You could be calling them in through prayer. It doesn't matter. 0 to 100. I want you to think about and write down that number. Okay, so these are people that you're going to say, I'm going to bring onto my team. I'm going to personally recruit them. They're going to be ambassadors. Okay. Everybody got their number written down. So we started with where you're at currently, right? What was the next number?
The number you're looking for within 60 days.
Right. So we've got how many you can recruit in the next 60 days. Now, let's just, since I'm not turning the computer around and showing you. Jen, what would be a number for you in the next 60 days?
6.
6. Okay. You did more than that.
You want me to, we didn't.
No, we didn't know. That's okay.
Hey.
6. Yeah, don't change. Now, see, now it's a whole nother training. Don't just peer pressure into it.
I
You're
think
6. Okay. Gloria, what'd you write down?
20.
20. Okay. Why not?
I'm
Okay.
starting at 0. That's,
Okay.
I mean, I have people, but it's like I have 0.
Okay. Did anyone write down a number less than 20? Okay. Anybody write down a number more than 20? Okay. Anybody write down 20? Okay. All right, good. Okay. So let's use a number somewhere between 6 and 20. We'll use a nice number like 15. Okay. So 15 level 1 ambassadors would yield you how many points? 45 points. Okay. So let's assume we're starting at 0. You got 555 left to go. Now, let's use some percentages, okay? What's that? I said 455, didn't I? Sorry, 455 left to go. Okay, so we've got 15 level 1 ambassadors in the next 60 days. What percentage of those are actually going to work the business?
10 probably.
No.
I think it's more like between
11.
20 and 30%. I think 30% is that probably 5 of those 15 would actually work the business, okay? I think that's a conservative number. So now, those 5 are going to recruit, you're going to teach them to go silver. So let's take that 5 and times that by 3. So what is 5 times 3? And what's 15 times 5? 75. So now you've gotten 75 points from your level 2s. Okay, so you've got 15 level 1s, 5% work the business.
Running.
You got 15 level 2s. Okay? So now you've got 75 points. So we had 45, we have 75, that's 120. So how many points do we have left to go? 380. Y'all sticking with me? I know they are. So now we got 15 level 2s. How many are going to work the business? 30%. So 5 more. They're going to get 3 ambassadors. So 15 times, again, same thing.
Same thing, same number.
15 times 5 is 75. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 ambassadors. We got 45 level 1, 2, and 3s that have yielded us 5 points each. So that's 225 points. We're almost halfway there. And how many have we recruited personally?
15.
15.
But the trick is, I could do that all day long, but the trick is keeping them, retention.
Retention. So let's talk about that.
That is my biggest thing.
So we're going to pause on the numbers for a second. So we're going to talk about retention.
Because by the time I go to the next month, those ones that just joined are not turning points.
So what are we doing?
Let's
in our
talk about what
recruiting?
we're saying on the recruiting end. Okay, so great point. Erica said that she's got people who are level 1s, and then within 2 months, they're not producing. The important thing is after we're bold and we say, hey, $150, let's sign up. You need to also put this caveat on there. And this is part of Amy Paul's video, and it's super important. Katie, you're going to be joining the team, but here's the deal. You got to be committed for the next 3 months. You're not going to see results in 30 days. You might not even see results in 60 days.
Yeah, that's not what I have to do. It's totally no pressure. You don't want product that much. Just
Oh, no. You're gonna
Okay,
let
good.
that
Come here for your spankings, Erica.
We've all said that to me.
Everyone has.
No obligation.
Totally. But think about this.
But don't.
Totally.
Their attention.
That is called the path of least resistance. And that's okay. That's a very common path to take. Because what we want to get people, but we also want to make sure that we're setting people up for success. And if I give you the out from the day you started,
You'll take it.
you're going to take it.
I'm
trained you to
totally
take it.
changing how I do that.
So you have to change. It is, look, Erica, here's the deal. This is a commitment. If you're not committed to this for the next 90 days, I'm going to tell you right now, you've wasted your
It
money.
might not be for you.
This is not for you. Because guess what happens when I do that? Sherry, I think you're talented, but honestly, if you can't give yourself 90 days, this just isn't for you.
Are you talking about 90 days
Now
for
watch.
business?
No,
Not the
90
You're gonna say, I'm gonna show
For the
you.
product.
Seeing too many people sign up thinking that they're gonna have 20 pounds lost, sleeping perfectly, no more pain.
Right.
And the first 30 days they don't get it, they're like, why am I spending?
Why am I
$20?
doing
Never
this?
mind.
I
Now-
had someone tell me.
So you're telling them 90 days
90
worth of
days.
products.
90 days, period. Product,
3 months to 6
business,
months, yeah.
everything.
Okay.
Because here, let me just show you what I did. So I just told Sherry, I did what's called the takeaway. Sherry, I think you'd be great. If you can't give this thing 90 days, honestly, I don't know that it's right for you or for me. What, in your mind, does something say,
You wanna prove it wrong.
you really don't think I can do 90 days?
Yeah, but not everybody's like that.
Not everyone is. Not everyone is. But here's the
people you
thing.
want are.
Yeah, that's true.
The people that you want,
Like that. 'Cause they will chase after something.
That's
so
right.
they can't have.
That's right.
They're competitive.
And let me give you a hard fact. And here's the thing that we have to realize, okay? And this is any business, all right? The 80-20 rule, 20% of the work is done by 80% of the people, right? Every single person you sign up isn't going to be successful, but that's not your fault, okay? It's not your fault. So if 80% of the people don't fully commit, it's not your fault. What is important is that you recruit the right way, that you show them, it's part of boldness. You show them the opportunity, and then you're bold of, Lori, I know we've been talking for 6 months, and honestly, I'm glad that you're ready to get this going, but if you can't give me 6 months of commitment because you've given me 6 months of excuses, it's not the right time. And you have to be that bold. You have to be. Because you cannot lose what you never had. So if they're not an ambassador right now, you don't have them, right? You can't lose it because I never had it in the first place. So I have to have that. If you're passionate, again, it goes back to passion and boldness. You've been doing this for 3 years, almost 3 years.
Exactly, and I still have the passion.
That's right.
Even though a lot of people here don't know.
Yeah.
How many people do I have under me?
Yeah.
Only my wife might know,
Yeah.
you would know.
Yeah.
But y'all would probably think I have a big group. I do not.
Right,
But I believe
right.
I believe in the product. I
Yeah.
believe in the compensation. And yes, I've been talking to millions of people, and no one has followed me yet. But you know what? This year, I have got to leave a legacy for my children. And my why is changed again.
Yeah.
Yes.
You want to leave a legacy. So here's the thing. If you share that when you're talking about the products,
Exactly.
I'm going to
I
follow
shared it
you.
last night, and everybody's like, I was at Bible study,
Yeah.
and they're like, whoa. And I'm like, yep, I am gonna leave a legacy.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna change a generation again. I did it once, and I didn't even know that I was doing that. And I did it. But now I have a product.
Yeah.
I've always given of myself, of my time. But I have a product that I know that can change people. It changed me.
Yeah.
And look at him smiling.
Exactly. So now the only thing you need to say is, I know you have 150 extra bucks. Let's go, right?
I know.
Because I'm ready to sign up right now
And
with
you
you.
know
Lori.
what I'm laughing when you're talking? Because I have a cousin
Uh-huh.
that has been after me for 3 years. And she's got all of the things that I can help her with. And she has not put one penny. And you know what she's doing right now? She started a page. She's got like 300 people on there, and she put me in there.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at all these people. I have not posted not one thing, even though I've been so tempted.
Yeah.
I have been so tempted because I'm just kind of letting her, and she comes over to my page and she loves what I'm talking about. And she has not folded. And I'm like, okay, if I go into her page and start posting, she could actually join me and then have a big team.
I'll take it. Here. Yeah. No, I would say this. It is, she's been chasing you for forever. 3 years.
Yes, forever and ever.
3-way call. It's 3 years. I want 3 months. I chased you for 3 years. I want a 3-month commitment from you.
At the
Today.
beginning, she's like, well, my daughter's the one that handles everything for me. She's like,
Yeah.
I mean, she's probably younger than me, but,
Yeah.
you know, so her daughter's like, no, not yet, whatever, so.
Yeah. The time's now. The time's now.
That's how you
The
get.
time's now. So just, again, passion, boldness. The first one, boldness. We know this will work. I'm committed to this. I've been doing it for 3 years. You've been watching me. I'm not going anywhere. Let's go today. It's $150. What are we waiting on? Let's go.
It also
That's
takes
it.
away that desperation that
Yeah.
people can sense and smell a mile away.
Yes.
that they don't want. Nobody wants to follow you out of desperation. And I think, a lot of the end of Leaders Retreat kind of lends itself to like, I'm so lost, like, oh, will you please for me? It's kind of like that clingy boyfriend or girlfriend that you're just like, ew, like, that's not attractive. And I don't have time to take on somebody else's problem. So when you're that bold and that confident, you take away that feeling of people feeling like they're just, oh, look at Lori here. She has poor Lori trying to make it back off of me. You change it up.
You completely change paradigm.
Well, I
I
have a
was
lady
so
that
worried about losing, like hurting people's feelings
Oh,
and all
God.
this stuff is forever. With my
Yeah.
friends that I've known since
I'm
junior
already
high.
over
Of course.
And like when I called you on those 2 calls, I mean, I've been talking to these people for 6 months, which sucks the life out of you.
Yes.
You know, and been talking to them, because they've just been asking me questions and I'm talking to them and then the one friend, she's like, okay, I'll do it, I'll sign up today, great.
Right.
And then she came back to me saying, well, I have diarrhea and it makes me sick and I have this and that. And then she
Well,
was
let's
totally healthy human being. So I'm messaging Jen going, I don't even know what to say to her, what do I say now?
Yeah.
And so Jen's like, sometimes you just have to let it go. So I did, she messaged me back, well, I'm going to the gastroenterologist tomorrow because I've been having all these stomach issues, blah, blah. I'm like,
Yeah.
you just told me you were totally healthy, other than, so the last friend, she was here for a funeral when we went to Mel's husband's funeral a couple weeks ago. And so she saw me and just seeing that I've lost weight, inches, and so she got back to Louisiana and said, oh my God, what are you doing? What's going on? I want to do this. How do I do this?
Awesome.
So I messaged her back and I thought, I'm so sick of all
The back and forth.
yeah, I just said, here's what it is, here's what you do, let me know. And so she came back and goes, well, I need you to pray for me because I gotta talk to Ricky about not about the money. I said, you know what, I borrowed money from my mom to start Plexus, so figure out a way to figure out to do it.
People
And I just
want
left it at that, and she hasn't done it yet, but I'm not gonna spend another 6 months
So you don't
messaging her on Facebook
So
about,
you make a call to action every time. She's already said yes.
yeah.
So then your job is to say, is it today? I'm ready today. I have time today to sign you up. Are you free at 5:00 this afternoon?
Yeah.
And
So
you're not investing emotionally this
Right.
on the hook.
no.
You're presenting the opportunity. And people are well-meaning a lot of times. I mean, I know that there are things out there that I say for 3 weeks that I have the money for. I want to order, I've already made the decision, and yet I haven't because I haven't taken the time to sit down and do the 5-minute thing.
And here's the thing too, if people want to do something, they're gonna do it.
They're gonna do it.
So call them on the carpet on
And
it.
if they really do want it, they'll do it.
So how do you say that nicely when she says, well, pray for me,
Ask
because
her
I gotta talk to my
about
husband about the money.
Yes, no, that'd be
I
great.
No.
mean, how do you do that and not be rude and be like, because I mean, I just said
Here's
to her,
the answer.
I just said to her, look, I was so desperate to be healthy again, I borrowed the money from my husband.
What happens,
And I just
perfect.
left it at that.
what happens a lot is that people are like dependent on God. God has brought us this product.
Yeah.
This is the answer.
Yeah.
Okay, you've been praying. I prayed. I remember when I prayed because I was bedridden. And I prayed, God, what are you gonna want me to do? Because I was so independent all the time. Now I'm dependent on all these people. Is this what you want me to do, God?
Right.
God, what? And then Delisa started losing weight. I started, okay, maybe I need to lose some weight. Maybe that'll help me. And then when I started, it was amazing to me. This is the answer, people. It was the answer for me.
Now practice.
I agree.
You have $150? Let's do this right
Let's
now.
do this right now. Exactly.
Good,
But
good.
you know, there was a lady that I met in Las Vegas. I gave her all the information. We like hit it off with a Greek lady. Well, let me tell you, she was posting, because we make friends on Facebook, whatever, all this, the whole thing.
Yeah.
And she posted that she had lost 20 pounds. Well, she had been telling me all this personal stuff. Her son had tried to commit suicide. There was some other stuff going on. So I thought, well, maybe that's the reason she lost the weight. So I just said, how did you do it? But I thought she was gonna write me a little note telling me that. No. What did she do? She sets up an appointment with a person above her. I had no idea. Never told me the product, nothing. She's like, well, what time would be good for you? She sends me a message. And I'm like, good for me.
You turned into the potential.
Exactly. Exactly. So I turned the table after I said, look, I'm okay with the product that I have. I love it. I love the compensation. I'm not looking for anything. However, let me tell you my story. So I wrote the story.
Good.
And I said, now you tell me if you want to come to me.
Right, right.
So
And
again,
the girl's like, wow. I said, yeah. And it's optimal health. And I said, we don't go around, you know what I do. I'm doing
Right,
plexus.
it's all secret.
Tell me the name. I'm like, how did you do it? You could have said optimal health.
Yeah.
No, they put like going through the back.
Yeah.
Secretly,
Right, and
you
then
know.
you don't trust.
Yeah, I didn't trust. I was like, oh my gosh.
so again, I'm gonna say it over and over and over. Passion, boldness, action, results. And the action has to be at the end of it to close. And it sounds like some of you are doing it, and some of you can refine that a little bit and just be bold in your closing. What do you want to add, Jen?
No, that's a lot. I mean, I just had little detail kind of things. That was
Yeah.
great.
Cool. So
That's good.
all right, so let's finish up. So we talked about the ambassadors getting to 500. 15, 30%, 15, 30%, 15. So you got
225.
225. Now you have 50, you get 30%. They recruit 3. You have 15 level 4s. And then the math keeps going on basically to where you hit 500 points. You can run the math, you can see it just recruiting 20 ambassadors. Now, what I'm not telling you is if you can really get 20 ambassadors that you are bold in how you share, and like, I need 90 days from you, and I need you to focus on getting your health, focusing on understanding the products and really being bold and having passion, boldness, action, and results, then that 30% turns into 50%, which could actually turn into 60 or 70%. And now it's not, just the 20% or 30% doing the work, but you've really got a team that's growing, and then the numbers multiply even faster. But for you, the thing that you can control is being, again, passionate, bold, having action that leads results, and focusing on, I'm going to get 20 people who are like-minded, who are going to be running. If I say run through that wall, they just start running before I tell them how to do it, right? That's what we want. Those are the kinds of people you want to draw into your team. And then teach them the power of 3 and duplication. Use the tools that we've got, which is a 3-way call, the Monday opportunity calls. I mean, until this past Monday, we had, I think, just a few people on. And then we had 18 on Monday. Now, I'm awesome that it's helping other teams, but I really wanted to help ours. If I'm a little bit selfish, let's just be honest.
For sure.
I really want it
It's a
to
lot of
benefit,
commitment for other
Yes.
teams.
ourselves. So people are taking advantage of it. I want our team to take advantage of it. So you can control that. You can control how you close and how you recruit, and you can control teaching duplication. Beyond that, I don't want you focusing on, well, I don't know if so-and-so's posting twice a day. I don't know if this, that, and the other. If the micromanaging, income-producing activities will get you to Ruby.
And it will teach your team what they're supposed to be doing.
That's right.
Because if you're on Facebook, I know that I've been guilty of this. If I'm on Facebook encouraging, sending private messages, then somebody that's new is like, well, I'm just going to sit back and kind of watch for that. And then when I have a team, I'll do some of those activities. What y'all need to see me do is the same thing I need to see you do, that your team needs to see you do, is that we are sharing opportunity and we're sharing the products and we're practicing that bold behavior that will then breed. Because if you get those 20 people, guys, all those 20 people need to do is each find 5 and you're at Ruby. And if you get to October, the end of October, let's say the end of November, and you've got 5 people and that's it, you better believe that you should not give up and say, well, Ruby's out of the question. Because the way that the numbers work is that this is not okay, well, I've got to do 5 in September, and then I got to do my 5 in November, and then my 5 in December, and then 5 in January. No, it can grow and mushroom at any point. The thing that will change, like Phil said, is what you can control is your attitude and whether or not your willingness to continue to pursue to break down the brick wall that's in front of you.
And listen, guys and gals, gays and gals, life gets in the way, right? Life gets in the way of success. In other words, we can go through things personally or have things that are outside of our plexus world that completely bomb and affect our typical day in sharing plexus. That happens. The key is how you react to it and shake the dust off and keep going. And you have that fuel, which is your belief and of why you're doing it and why you're sharing. It's not about the what, right?
Right.
It's not even about the when. It's just about the why. So I really want to get to Ruby because I want to buy a new car. That's a what. That's not a why. When your passion really comes from, I want to see people's lives change.
Or Gloria, you want to leave a legacy.
You want to
for your
leave a legacy.
kids.
I wanna
It's a great
leave a legacy.
thing.
Absolutely.
I
So,
wanna get people well.
and you know, I've heard this term in sales my whole career. You fake it till you make it, and that's fine, right? If you don't have a good why, you don't have a good story. Everyone here has a good story, right? You might not be able to verbalize it yet, but you have a story that's developing. And I think I know just about everyone's story in this room and your why. But to be clear, sharing your why on Facebook is action, but it's not activity. It's not going to draw in 20 new ambassadors. The tough work is what we're talking about. This is the trench digging, which is I'm going to personally message different people saying, here's what's going on.
Voice
We've talked about this
I'll
for
be doing the
we've
voice-
talked
voice
about this for
messages.
6 months. Yeah, a voice message is key.
Calling people to action.
Yeah, and
Not,
By the way,
hey, how you doing?
I'm
I
gonna
just want to see if you're still interested in Flex.
yeah no that's yeah. So a great voice message. By the way, that's still a path of least resistance. The boldness is calling that person up on the phone. They're like, oh my God, my phone's ringing. I don't know what this means. I'm only used to answering text messages or listening to voice messages. It's an actual phone call. That's the boldness. Hey, I've been thinking about you,
Okay.
Gloria. You've been on my heart for a while. It's time.
Give us an example.
Yeah, here's an example.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
So you be your cousin right now.
Okay.
I'm going to be you.
Okay.
Ring, ring, ring. You got to pick up the phone.
Hello.
Hey, cuz, it's Gloria.
Hey, pretty
How are you?
I'm doing well. More importantly, how are you?
Oh, well, still having those problems. Are you still with Plexus?
You know what? 3 years, I'm still here, and that's why I'm calling. I'm sorry you're still having problems, but it's time to get those fixed today, okay? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to actually get you signed up underneath me so you get the products at the cheapest possible price, and we're going to get you well. And by doing that, we're going to see everyone in your circle of influence. We're going to see their lives change.
Think about that team page.
Okay? We're going to get your circle of influence changed, okay?
Okay.
So let's just get the start date. You got $150 extra,
I
right?
got $150. I
Great.
got it from my daughter.
Perfect. Great. So here's what we're gonna do. I've got the internet set up right now. I've got my computer. I'm gonna do this over the phone, so it's nice and easy. Okay. That's it. That's how you do it. And then I start typing in your name, your address, your social, and blah 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 bang boom. Now the most important thing is once they sign up, you don't want them to experience what's called buyer's remorse.
Oh my God.
Okay, that immediately, just so you know, that happens within immediately hanging up to 24 hours. Okay, so once you sign up, Gloria or Cuz, congratulations. Today is a moment in time that is marked, and your destiny is going to be changed. Here's what's going to happen next. You're going to get your products as well as a welcome kit from Plexus in the next 7 days. Once you get it, I want you to call me because I want to walk through some things with you. Does that sound fair?
That sounds good.
All right. I'm so proud of you. I'm so excited. Rest. Know that everything's on the way. And once you get it, you need to call me right away. Got it?
Got it.
That's it.
Well, and I would even just add,
Go
in
ahead.
that situation,
Okay.
knowing that she's so well connected
Yes.
and is about that support, because she's already set up the support page, is I would say, okay, who else do we need to call this afternoon that you know would do this with you?
That's next level boldness.
Because that means that you're going to get her at the end of the day. She could already have an ambassador. She could have 3 ambassadors. She could be silver and not even know what the heck. But guess what? It doesn't matter that she doesn't know what it is because she's excited and she's confident that what she's doing is like the real deal.
But I'm just hearing crickets because I also have a page just for the daily honors because like we do the reunions.
Right.
Yeah.
And on that page, I have over 500 people. These are all cousins or whatever.
Mhm.
And sometimes I post on there. I'm like,
You need
know,
to add Erica.
I
to
can
that
see all the
because
I can see all the people that are looking at it, but no comments or nothing.
Okay.
I'm like, oh.
That's
Do you
how
have-
we see it. We see
so-
the first video we own.
Here's the thing. Do you have phone numbers?
Yes, and so what I'm gonna do, yeah, exactly.
I call this
Get up there.
the 100-pound brick. It hurts so much to lift it right here, but you got to lift
I
that
gotta
brick
lift it, yeah.
and make the call because people don't want to text you and sign up for something. They want to hear your
They wanna hear
voice.
the voice.
They want to hear. You can't see passion. You can't read passion. You have to listen to
So
passion.
awesome, and this is why.
You know what I'm gonna offer too? I'm gonna be doing, Zoom meetings because that way they can see me and they
Sure.
can hear me.
Sure. But you can get 20 new ambassadors level 1 by making some calls and doing it the exact way I just did it to you. So I'll do it again with anybody else. I love role playing. We can do blitzes, by the way, which is literally we get in a room like this or even on Zoom and literally go, all right, let's make some calls together. You can listen in to some of mine. I can listen in to some of yours. We all just have that confidence that's built when you're with a group. We did that last year at our Day of Impact where we had 30 people all in different tables and everyone was making phone calls. How many ambassadors joined like that day? 6 just from that session. So that's good. Get with a sideline and make calls. It makes it easier to, I can't remember the term, a sorrow divided or something like that. Anyway. So you've got to make calls, you've got to be succinct, and you got to close. Okay, go ahead.
So I have one more idea.
Go ahead.
I don't have a, customer page, I don't have a team page.
So what?
So I need, this is what I was gonna do.
Okay,
I was gonna set up a page and then get all these people in there because they're over there, Get them in there, and then maybe I can,
Like a VIP page?
yeah.
ready? Ready?
The 100-pound. No,
I know Jeanette had something to say.
Pages. This is no pages.
no more pages, okay.
Right here. Right here. Hey, I want you to hear me.
You want
How
it
many
in
more
Spanish?
pages can
You
people
want it
wanna
in
be in?
Spanish or you want it in English?
Me llamas Felipe, ¿y tú? Hola. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Bien? Sí. Felipe. Ah, hace calor. Ah, sí.
Sounds like my granddaughter.
Yeah. Right here. This is your new friend.
Yeah, you're
Right here.
Yeah, you're right.
Because guess what? I'm going to text you and I'm going to ask Jeanette for money. Okay? How easy is it for you to say no on a text?
Yeah.
Jeanette, I'm really struggling right now. I could really use $20. Is there any way you could loan me $20 today? I've got you on the phone. What are you going to do? Let me see. Jeanette, can I have $20? No.
Yeah, that's true.
See?
Yeah, the feeling, yeah.
See?
The desperation.
Sherry, I really need some Corey time. Can you please bring Corey over? I want him. Yeah. I want
Let me
to
go drop
hang
him
out
off.
with him. Right? Or I text, Sherry, will you drive 45 minutes over and drop off Corey for 20 minutes? I'm really busy. Again, this is so powerful. It's so powerful.
Powerful, and you know what? I left it at my house. And when I'm driving over here, I'm like, and I feel off my phone.
Yeah.
It's like my heartbeat.
Hey, where's the best place? Math
Yes.
is my worst thing on the
Okay.
planet, and you're talking about points and all that. It's like,
So,
what's the best training to go figure the point thing out?
okay, so there's two things. First, we've done tons of videos on YouTube, for sure,
Our
on
main
points,
listing.
on compensation plan, on
Are they
ranking.
a team day?
If you go to YouTube and just search Team
It's hard to
Mango
find you
Training.
all on YouTube.
Okay.
I look manglets, and there's a lot of different manglets, like cartoon stuff.
Really? Okay.
We
Yeah,
need
because I'm
to-
able to get YouTube.
So
on my-
we'll
on my
post
TV.
some in the team page,
And I'm
but
trying to get Joey
also
to watch.
we've done the training videos on the success kit. One of those covers compensation plan. So we can do more
Don't
and more.
try to learn
Yes.
it all. Don't try.
But I don't even, I mean, when he's saying, you know your points, I'm like, no.
Okay.
I don't know where my
Just
points are.
recruit, let the numbers.
I'm not a number man. I just.
So
Okay,
if you
so-
literally, so Google Plexus compensation plan.
Okay.
I promise you there's at least 100 videos, and the ones that have the most views will probably be the better ones.
Do you know how to get into your back office, Tina? No, but the dashboard
Yes.
number that's on the left, that's your points. But when we refer to points, it's easily calculated for you what it means and where you are and what's the next goal or rank to hit
Okay.
can be the tricky part. And that's where I think that the summary sheet is the summary of the compensation plan. If you Google Plexus compensation plan summary chart, print that off, use it as a reference. You don't have to memorize it, but use it. I remember Erica would always be like, okay, so now what do I need? Now I'm working towards gold. What does gold mean? You know, she needed me to just tell her that. Like for me, I was like, I would add, 15 people in a month, and I'd be like, oh, Phil, let's go. I got to go see what that means. Because I didn't know at the beginning. And so I referenced that, and that's why I laminated it.
And they won't either. So but again, passion will, okay, cool. You might get someone underneath you who knows the comp plan better than you. And I can tell you that we know the compensation plan better than our uplines.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
That's just a fact.
Yeah.
So that's okay. If someone underneath you knows it better, that's a strength. Awesome.
Let them do it.
Just focus on your strengths
Don't do it.
and work on your weaknesses.
But I just like to know, somebody
Sure.
asked me if I would be on.
But you know what? Nobody is going to discount you. It really comes down to how you respond when you don't know the information. It goes back to that confidence, like, I can't remember that kind of stuff. That's just not in my wheelhouse. And I'm so glad I don't have to remember it to still have a successful business. But give me a day or so, or give me this afternoon and I'll figure it out and I'll get back to you. And that's when you can go, Jen, I don't know what this is.
Yeah.
But if you're in front of them, you're like, oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I
Then
just
they're
always
like-
say, let me check on my team
Yeah.
page.
I know.
But so don't worry about that transferring. It's kind of like when you go out to a restaurant, at least for me, I'm not letting anybody see anything that's in my midriff area, right? I know how to keep that covered up and looking just fine, but I would not go out to a restaurant naked. It's the same deal with the information that we carry. You're not walking out there naked like, here's what I don't know about Plexus and here's what I don't know about the comp plan. You're walking out there put together and poised like, I am the best Plexus ambassador out there and you want to be on my team because we have an awesome team and we're going to be supportive and blah, blah, blah.
It's funny because there's diamonds that cannot tell you what
Oh, no.
ingredients are in the product,
No.
but they know everything about the company.
Right. Or they don't even maybe know the compensation plan, but they know how to get people excited and inspired.
Yeah.
Again, they know how to invite people to a party.
And they
to
know
a
how to
great
close
party.
it. How to
Right.
close it.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
And I hate to dumb it down and say that's the basics of it.
Yeah.
But honestly, if we know it's a great party, we just need to get people there. And a lot of times they're like, oh, cool. There's the DJ, there's the drinks, and there's the food. Okay, cool. I'm at the party. I'm excited. You just got to get to the party. Oh man, it's a great analogy. So good.
So good. You're just so awesome. Your work is done here. Anything else anybody wants to address or talk about for today? I think this has been a really good, functional basics meeting. Anything?
No, I still don't know who the other
I know we started and we didn't do that. So we're going to say goodbye to our online audience. Thanks you guys for joining us and we'll see you real soon.